Hi everybody, welcome to Las Vegas, probably for the 10th time, you may have heard that, and good afternoon. Welcome to this session. My name is Bill Vlandis. I actually work in the Worldwide Partner Group, and today I'm joined by Håkan Soderborn from the Developer and Platform Evangelism team, and what we're going to talk about is, hopefully provide you with an understanding of the different programs that are available for you to leverage within Microsoft, and also what some of those benefits are within those programs. So just a bit about myself. Actually, just housekeeping note, if I walk behind the screen, I realise I'm not the tallest person in the world, so just tell me and I'll move back and we can sort of have that conversation. Just a bit about myself. I'm actually from Australia, if you can't tell. If I start to speak a little bit quickly, just wave in your arms in the air and let me know, because typically, normally people can't understand me, and given that we're recording this, it's probably a good idea for people to understand me. Personal interests of my own. I love surfing. That's why I moved to Redmond about a year ago. I don't know if anyone gets that joke. There's really no surf near there. Håkan loves motorbiking. So a bit about ourselves. Hopefully we can make this a bit of an interactive session. So today what we're going to talk about is the different programs that are available from Microsoft. And as we do that, we've got about an hour and 15 minutes. I'd ask everybody to keep questions to the end. Hopefully, if you do come up with questions, those get addressed throughout the presentation. If they don't, obviously we'll take questions at the end of the session, and if we start to go over time, Håkan and myself are going to hang around afterwards, and we can take questions outside, or we'll have a one-on-one outside. I guess they say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. I really hope that's not the case with this presentation. We really want, even if everybody just takes away one thing, maybe it might be a benefit that you're not aware of, maybe it's a program that you're not aware of, but if there's something that you can take away to hopefully go back home and build your business, then I think that we've achieved some sort of success throughout this session. And we're not going to do super deep dives into these programs or initiatives, just give everybody an understanding and sort of understand what the next steps are. In terms of taking stuff away as well, we've got some magnificent T-shirts that Kyle Cressman is modelling. I love ADD. We'll be asking questions throughout this session, and if you get a question right, or whoever gets the closest can get a T-shirt. We've also got matching stickers that are removable, so you can take the sticker wherever you wear your shirt, if you want to have a matching sticker and shirt, and we can sort of provide those throughout the session as well. So, just kicking off. Bear with me, I've misplaced this. So what are we trying to do today? We're really, hopefully, going to try to achieve two things. One of those is give visibility into the different Microsoft partner programs or Microsoft partner initiatives that are available, that are relevant for agencies and also for development companies. And then deep dive into some of those and cover topics such as, hey, what's the overview of each of these? What are the benefits? What are the gives and gets? What are the requirements? And then what are the next steps if you want to move forward? And then hopefully uncover a couple of gems down the bottom there, something that you can take back to your business. So kicking off, there's 6 actual programs or initiatives that we're going to cover off today, and they're listed up on the screen here. One of those obviously is the Microsoft Partner Program, which is our broad-scale partner program. There's Project Mercury, which is another program for agencies. The Artist in Residency program, which is something that we do in Redmond for designers and developers in agencies. VSIP, or the Visual Studio Industry Program, the Hosting Community, and also the Silverlight Partner Initiative. So hopefully what we can do today is actually navigate through each of these, give you a broader understanding of what's available, and then guide you through the maze, and hopefully you can get a bit of cheese at the end or something like that. Who Moved My Cheese is one of those books I love to refer to all the time. So that's what the aim is today. So kicking off, we're going to talk about the Microsoft Partner Program, which is the area of the business I'm from. And hopefully sort of uncover a couple of things there for you. So the Microsoft Partner Program, actually that's come out weird on the left, is the official partner program of Microsoft. It's the program, it's our oldest, it's been around for quite a while, and it services multiple partner types. So, system integrators or, custom development partners, ISVs, etc. It's not really specific to any single partner type. right? And what the latest focus, in fact, of this program has been around the web. Are we where we want to be around the web? Certainly not. It's the newest sort of focus area, but we're definitely putting a lot of time, resource and energy to actually build out our program that's relevant for your organisations. And we're going to talk about that in a moment. Up there on the right-hand side, or left-hand side, sorry, is our illustrious leader, Alison Watson. She runs the Microsoft Partner Program. And I've also put a quote up there that I think identifies what we really try to achieve from the Microsoft Partner Program. It's a business partnership program, right? We don't give technical training. Certainly, we don't provide a lot of technical content. It's really around building a business partnership across a number of different types of levels with organisations to help you become more successful from a business perspective, not from a technical perspective. And the quote that we've got up there is actually from CRN, and it's Microsoft with the largest and one of the oldest channel programs in the business, topped the list of vendors driving partner profitability. Nearly 65% of the VAR Business 500 actually said the software giant helped improve their bottom lines. And are we there for web solutions partners today? I'd say definitely not. It's a new focus area, but if we come back in 6 months' time and say, hey, have we helped you become more successful in your business by building out a range of benefits that resonate with you, then I'm hoping that when we come back, we can have a look at this and say, hey, that is where we're going. Who's it for? It's really, I'll talk about business benefits. The target audience is the business decision maker, or the person wearing the suit there. And when we think about business decision makers, we realise that in lots of smaller organisations, the designer is the business decision maker, the developer is the business decision maker, and you've got one person that typically takes on the role as BDM, HR manager, hire and fire. They do the taxes, they do everything. So bearing that in mind, a lot of our program is actually focused on the breadth space, and focusing on the massive smaller organisations out there that provide development and design services around the web. And obviously we can see there he's on a bridge. Hopefully take the analogy of building bridges with other partners, other customers, and hopefully Microsoft. One of the things I want to sort of just make clear as we try to get an understanding of the Microsoft Partner Program, and whether it's not relevant, is there are different levels. Last night I had a conversation with somebody about, is the Certified Partner Program relevant for their organisation? And you know what, I'd argue that it probably isn't, right? It depends on the organisation. But just because we don't have, and I'll explain something, when we get to certified, the Certified Partner Program and you become what we call a certified partner, you need to jump through a number of hoops, and typically that's done through what we call competencies. At the moment, we do have a competency for web development partners, right? Or web development organisations, and that's the Custom Development Solutions competency, but we don't have one for design and UX companies. There's no design or UX competency. So I'd argue that for agencies, it's probably not that relevant. We're actually building that out, and when we'll go into Mercury in a moment, and we do have a stopgap, something we call Project Mercury, that fills that gap between now and when there's actually a competency around design and UX. But the thing that I want everybody to bear in mind is that the Certified Partner Program is not relevant for everybody. If you're a smaller organisation, you may not want to jump through those hoops and pay a couple of $1,000s a year and have 2 Microsoft certified software developers. You may just be happy with the registered member program, which provides its own layer of benefits available to your organisation. And all the stuff that I'm going to talk about today in the Microsoft Partner Program is around the registered member space, so that way it's relevant for everybody. It's not really about certification. We don't want to talk about that at the moment. It's really around registered member and the benefits around that. So kicking in, what are these benefits that you can get? I'm going to sort of spend about 10 minutes running through just the MSPP or Microsoft Partner Program. What we're trying to do is really map those benefits around 6 different pillars that we've hear from organisations that build web solutions are the pillars that they want benefits around when joining a vendor's partner program, whether that be Microsoft or any other vendor, right? There's actually 8. There's these 6 that are up on the screen, and there's actually 2 more. One of those is a two-way conversation, and the other one is branding that we don't actually address at the moment, but I can talk about that as we go through the session as well after this. But the first one was market support, right? And that's not like technical support. I've got this issue with the product, something went wrong. It's how do you help me get in front of your customers, right? Microsoft's got a stack of customers. We've got all these people that go onto the Microsoft.com website. How do I get visibility as a small bloke? Pardon the pun, but there's a small partner. to all those customers, right? How do you get me visibility? The other one is products and tools, right? If I'm going to use your, if I'm going to build a business around your solutions, I want you to help me get products and tools. And to be frank, I want to be able to get those for a little bit cheaper than what my customers can get those for if they've got their own teams, right? Third one is technical support. If I'm going to build a business around your products, you guys need to provide me with technical support to actually use those development tools or design tools or products, whether they're server products and tools, etc. And it needs to be easy. Business training, right? The world is changing every day. The web world is changing every second, right? How do you help me keep up to date and also become a better business person? As I said, when we talk about these smaller organisations, the core skills of somebody who's probably running the organisation typically will sit in that design or development space, but they're also the business person. They don't have a degree in marketing or whatnot, or an MBA a lot of the times. And where we can help out, I think, is providing business training, and I can sort of run into what we're doing there. Product training, it's self-explanatory, and then partner ecosystem. So Microsoft has got a lot of, actually, time to give away a t-shirt because I need to buy some gifts for my son, and I can't fit these in my bag, so we can give a t-shirt and some stickers. Does anybody know how many partners roughly are in the Microsoft Partner Program? How many? 1,000? 2,000? Higher? 40,000? Higher? 50? Who said 300? Higher? Lower? Who said 4? Okay, there you go. Free t-shirt. Okay, so yeah, there's about 400,000 partners in the Microsoft Partner Program, right? That's organisations, that's not individuals. I've never physically counted how many individuals there are. I really don't have the time, but we've got 400,000 organisations that provide a partner ecosystem that's pretty strong. And one of the things that we find when we talk to organisations, whether they're large or small, is that ecosystem is very valuable when it comes to we're working with other organisations who have similar skills or have complementary skills when you're going out to see a customer. We can talk about different things that we've got available there for you to leverage. As I said around these benefits, web solutions partners is really a new play for the Microsoft Partner Program. Ultimately, what you'll see as we go through the rest of these programs and initiatives today is that those will end up landing within the Microsoft Partner Program, which is really our core program. But we're starting to build on some of these benefits today. How long does it take to become a registered member to see some of these benefits? Well, it takes about 15 minutes to profile your organisation and yourself. You do it online, and you can find out more at Microsoft or partner.microsoft.com. It actually costs nothing, unless you want to start to go further, deeper into some of these, some of the things that are available, and we'll go through that in a moment. But the cost is zero. So all these benefits that we talk about really are around a 15-minute sign-up. So the first one, market support, right? How do I get in front of your customers? We've got a tool called the Solution Profiler. It's not the sexiest tool in the world. I'll be the first person to say that. And the design UI leaves a lot to be desired. However, we are working on that, and there is some work going on to actually improve the UI and the sort of usability of the tool. But profiling your solution in the Solution Profiler actually enables you to get out onto the Microsoft.com facing sites. Right? Whether you're a registered member, a certified partner, a gold certified partner, whatever, right? The way that partners come up, obviously a gold certified partner would come up before a registered member, but a registered member still gets up in that customer search, and that becomes important. For example, when you've got a customer that's looking for a partner in a local geography or with a particular skill set, so you get that benefit straight away. The other thing is campaigns. This year, I don't think we did a fantastic job around any campaigns around the web. So customer campaigns involving partners. However, as we go forward into our next financial year starting June, in fact, on June the 1st, we'll be launching what we're calling the Next Generation Web campaign, which, in addition to customer messaging and whatnot, will have a partner aspect. And as part of that, we'll provide tools and resources and marketing materials and things to partners so that you can leave behind with your customers, for example, through partner materials. We call those to actually start, if you want to go to market together with Microsoft. And in that as well, there's an opportunity always to engage in a case study. So around any campaigns that we launch or in any PR or whatever that we do, there's an opportunity to engage in a case study if you think you've got a really great customer story and you'd like to get involved in case studies, I'll leave my contact details at the end. Pop around and see me after this. We're always looking for new stories, and with any of those stories, we go to market and we promote the partners, obviously, as part of those customer stories. The other thing is products and tools. Without a doubt, the number one benefit that we hear about from partners all the time in this breadth space is what we call the Microsoft Action Pack or MAPS. In Australia, this is so good, I think in Australia we'd call it a bloody perler or something like that. It's really, really, really popular. And why it's popular is because for $299 you get about $20,000 worth of software, right, to run your own organisation. You don't have the ability to sell that software. It's internal usage rights software, right? And you get your desktop software, servers, so you'll get Small Business Server if you want to use that in your own organisation. You'll get Windows Server, SQL Server, SharePoint. You'll also get 10 licenses of Windows, 10 licenses of Office, for example. So there's a stack of things that you get for this $299 subscription to actually help you sort of use the technologies that Microsoft provides to run your own business. Now, just that has a pretty huge impact on the bottom line if you just think about what you're getting for $299. And when I talk about extending our current Microsoft Partner Program to be more relevant for organisations that provide web solutions, one of the ways that we're doing that is through what we call the Web Solutions Toolkit, which is a new thing. And that actually includes Visual Studio Standard 1 license and Expression Studio, so all 4 products of the Expression Studio. And there's no additional cost. In addition to that, over and above that $299 that you pay per year, there's no additional cost to get this Web Solutions Toolkit. It's actually for free. You just need to jump through an additional hoop, which is completing an assessment that takes about 20 minutes. But there's actually a course that you can, there's online courses that you can look at that will get you through that sort of 20-minute assessment. And there's 3 courses, one on ASP.NET, one on the Expression Web, and then one on Office Live if you're in one of those countries that it's got Office Live. So, I think if anyone's in an organisation that doesn't have the Action Pack, it's a no-brainer. This is something that everybody should sign up to as a benefit. The other thing is business training. So Microsoft, the Microsoft Partner Program provides a stack of business training when it comes to topic areas such as marketing. There's Marketing 101 guidance training that you can do that takes 1 hour. There's like a 101 course, a 102 course, etc. There's expert columns. There's a Marketing for Leads guide that we've got at the moment that's actually built out for Dynamics partners or our ERP, Enterprise Resource Software partners. However, we're actually, what we've got there is absolutely relevant for organisations that have a business focused on providing web solutions. And in saying that, it's because marketing theory doesn't change. Regardless of what industry you're in, your theory of marketing remains the same. So I think that's very relevant. However, to be available at the end of this month, we're also working with the guy that put that together, McIntosh, to build that out for Web Solutions Partners. So to have a web partner specific version of these marketing planning guides that you can use in your business. Partner insights and sales resources, there's a stack of things there. In addition, we're working with companies like Ascentium, for example, that have built out some ROI training. One of the things that we hear from smaller organisations is, again, my skills are around design or development or whatnot. I would like to be able to have that conversation around ROI or articulate the ROI of the web to my customers better so I can sell more and have a better conversation with them that sort of, where we can sort of start to talk about the dollars and the dollar impact of my services. That's a really hard thing to articulate for a lot of smaller organisations. And this training actually helps, identify, or have the conversation around the ROI of the web that you can have with your customers. Again, all of your stuff's online. It's for free. You can download it. You can access this after you've done your 15-minute profile. You can access your stuff at any time. And so just one point on that. Around business training, this is where we're going to focus a lot of our time and resources over the next year. There's going to be a stack of things coming along as a focus area of the business for Web Solutions Partners in this space here. The other thing I talked about was channel builder. Partner to partner and partner ecosystem. Right? We've got there's a really good story that I was told by somebody that I work with who was engaging a web agency partner that we're working with one of the larger consumer sites in the US. It's actually sort of based in Seattle, and they didn't have some really strong BI skills, so they actually engaged with another partner, BI, who is has strong business intelligence and analytics skills, to go into that account together and start to analyse the whole database and what they're collecting from their website and everything they do in all their customer interactions, and then have stronger analytical sort of processes and start to work with that customer to target those customers or their customers more effectively to sell in more and actually leverage their website much better than they have been in the past. And that's an example of sort of working with a BI partner, but there's small and large system integrators. I apologise for the word SIs there. System integrators, infrastructure partners that have really strong skills around database, around our server products. There's mobility partners. If you're working with a customer and you provide a solution and you want to have that sort of application on their mobile device as well, we've got partners that can help with that as well. There's a stack of different opportunities around working with different partners. Now, to do that programmatically, outside of the one-to-one interactions that happen through events like this and the partner conference that we hold every year, or in your region there's smaller conferences as well, but we've got this thing called the Channel Builder. Again, I wouldn't call it, it's not the sexy, sizzly sort of tool. There's some work being done to actually improve that and improve the UI and the experience that partners actually receive, but it's functional, right? And it enables you to find other partners by solution, right? By partner type, so if you're looking for a BI partner or partners that have got those skills, or by opportunity. Some partners actually put opportunities there, and you can work on opportunities together with different partners. So there's some things happening around that too that you can leverage as a registered member. You don't have to be a certified partner at the top of that pyramid to actually leverage all this stuff. And the last one, the other thing I want to talk about is technical support. Right? How do we provide support around the dev tools or the design tools that you guys use? And up to now, there really hasn't been that much support unless you were going to pay a stack of money to PSS or whatnot. But what we have done is make sure that in the staff community news groups, we have extended that to include all of the web products. The other thing is around business critical phone support. Microsoft's got this business critical phone support that's run by the Microsoft Partner Program, but it's actually not for dev tools. It's limited to our server products. And if you've got a server down scenario, is what they call it, then you can call up and get instant access to this support for free, etc. Now, why is that important for us? Because a lot of you may be building solutions that actually include sort of the whole sort of platform story that includes a server, web server, database, etc. And if something does go wrong, it's good to know you've got that peace of mind of that business critical phone support. But the area that we're extending this stuff for the web is around providing managed newsgroup support with an 8-hour service level agreement, which means in one business day somebody's got to get back to you and start helping you and assisting you with the answers to your questions, and that's been extended to include our web technologies. And the partners that will receive that are the guys that have got the Web Solutions Toolkit that I talked about before. You'll instantly get for free unlimited sort of access as many times as you want each year to this 8-hour SLA or service level agreement managed newsgroup support. So that's something that's kicking off next month. Again, a lot of these things, as I mentioned before, web's a new focus area for the partner program. So a lot of these things are starting to launch over the period of a month, but that's coming on the 21st of April, available for everybody. So, excuse me, I'm actually rambling on a bit. So I think we've finished with the Microsoft Partner Program. I'm hoping that we've provided a few different things there that may provide some benefit to your organisation. If you think there's some value there, you can go to partner.microsoft.com/web and find out what that what the next steps are there if you do want to get engaged. Now the next thing I want to talk about is Mercury. So as I mentioned before, Mercury is a program that's been put in place by our developer and platform evangelism team that actually targets some of what we call the most strategic sort of agencies that play in the UX and design space in the world. And by that, it's not necessarily the larger agencies in the world. It's the guys that are strategic, that are thought leaders, and actually are deemed to be influentials in their own countries and sort of experts in this space, and early adopters, obviously, of the Microsoft technology. And Mercury actually provides design and development benefits for these organisations. And I think, correct me if I'm actually, our UXE lead is just in the room. We've got Darren McCormick there. So Darren, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we've got about 400 companies in the world so far that are part of Mercury. But we're looking to actually extend that before the end of the year to about 500. So it's an invitation-only program, but if you feel you're one of those organisations that is influential, that has expertise, then there is an opportunity to get engaged, and we sort of cover that off in next steps. The man you see on the screen here is a guy by the name of Ron Preston. Ron actually drives Mercury. He's here in spirit today. He's actually back home. He's got a new baby, so I had to do the right thing and get back to the family. But any questions that you may have on Mercury or in any of these programs, please feel free to use myself or Darren McCormick, or drop me an email or whatnot, and we can actually guide you through to the right people. So talked about benefits that Mercury provides. So why get engaged? Well, there's a couple of things. Firstly, you get Expression Studio. So as far as I think it's only sort of one license to play with at the moment. You get instructor-led workshops. So face-to-face training, and I think we've run that around the world recently. And we had a 2-day session that went around the world that provided 11 different modules around our design and UX and development technologies when it comes to the web. You get demos, samples, access to how-to content. You get free design and web developer support. So around design support, one of the things that we don't sort of put up here is when you get engaged in Mercury, you actually have a head in Microsoft. So before, when I talked about the Microsoft Partner Program, one of the great things about the program is if you do become certified, you get you could get a Telepam or a partner account manager or whatnot. Now, with Mercury, you get FaceTime and access to what we call a UXE, or a user experience evangelist. Again, Darren's the lead of the user experience evangelist role, but that user experience evangelist can help you navigate sort of the beast, which is Microsoft, help you get engaged in some accounts when there's an opportunity, help you get through the system, get visibility, help you with PR and sort of sharing your stories with other people within Microsoft, FaceTime with other people within Microsoft as well, and generally sort of going to market with Microsoft when we come out there with our sort of big PR stories, etc. It enables you to, I think one of the things is an opportunity to speak at MIX is one of the other things. Early access to technical programs such as the Silverlight 2 Alpha program is another thing that we've got up there. Design support is something that you get through the UXE. They provide advice to your business. But the other thing is web developer support. So you actually get access to what other customers can pay a couple of $100,000 for, which is PSS technical support. And you get that as part of Mercury straight up. So again, if you think that that's a program that's relevant for your business and you do want to sign up, you can either drop me a line, I can put you in touch with the right people, or go to mercury.visitmix.com and you can actually request a Mercury program information form and request membership that way. So now I'd like to bring Håkan Soderborn on stage. Håkan's from our developer and platform evangelism team, and Håkan's going to talk about some of these other programs or initiatives that may be relevant for your business and hopefully help you with going away with something that can actually add some value. So, Håkan?
Thanks, Bill. So I think where Bill has covered some of our broad-based partner platforms, programs, and certainly the MSPP is where everything should coalesce and over time mature and become really valuable. But because the world is moving fast and many of these things are new to Microsoft, there are also several point programs, and I'll cover some of these point programs. And when I mean point, I mean a narrower program focused to solve a specific matter. So I'll talk about the Silverlight Partner Initiative. I'll cover Microsoft Hosting Community. I'll talk about the Visual Studio Industry Program and the Artist in Residency effort. So the Silverlight Partner Initiative, and Bill here is actually on his way out, so we are going to replace him in a little bit. But it's a program specifically led out of the product team for Silverlight. And the ambition for the Silverlight team is to actually build an ecosystem of partners who develop, design, and sell and market solutions. So the program provides technical benefits like technical information, technical support, and marketing benefits, helping to promote your solutions and your customers, and thereby also promoting Microsoft. I'll drill in a little bit more on that. It's very broad in the sense of what partner it reaches out for. It includes application developers, technology developers, service providers, media companies, all the way to design companies of different sorts and agencies. So anyone who has an intrinsic interest in Silverlight is welcome to join the program. There are today 3 levels of membership, and let's just take a quick look at what the different benefits are, and then we'll look at some of the requirements. So just to give you an idea, we'll provide a partner directory. So from joining at standard level, some of the things you'd see is a partner directory. So it's really about showcasing your solutions and offerings and making it possible for customers and other partners to find you. We'll provide a secure portal where we'll provide early information, so before your customers get to know certain things, we'll make them available to you as a partner. We'll provide a logo program, and the idea again is to make it possible for you to profile yourself as an expert and someone who's investing in this area. Training included, Microsoft press releases. We are actually able to provide your inclusion in our press releases. That's often related to a customer project you're doing. We're often out looking for those opportunities. Sometimes it's even more beneficial, and the press has a stronger uptake, if you make a press release. And we're often very happy to support you, for instance, with a quote in your press release. The Lions level, we add certain things. It gets a little bit more proactive. We invite you to some yearly meetings, try to help build your ecosystem. Certain events that Microsoft are investing in, for instance, trade shows, having you invite, and maybe we find a funding model for booth presence and similar things. At the Premier level is really where we try to invest together in the relationship. You will find that we have a very strong case study engine. So again, it's about taking what you do with your customers and yourself and promoting you, and thereby also promoting Microsoft's platform, of course. When we get to this level, you'll probably find that you have a direct relationship with a person at Microsoft, and we'll also engage directly in your country, in your office. At this level, we are also have the opportunity to invite you to our early adopter programs, and that really puts you very early in the cycle of learning what new technologies are coming out. Now, at this level, we also can raise the bar in how we support your marketing efforts. So not only, as I mentioned before, that you get Microsoft staff to provide quotes for your press releases, now we'll actually walk up our hierarchy to find senior managers within the company to provide even stronger support for you. And the business development contact, I would see as a sort of an account manager, a contact that you can reach out to and keep and hold a relationship with Microsoft. So taking a quick look at the requirements, the only difference between the 3 levels is basically how many projects you're driving per year. So joining the program is a very quick sign-up, and then we're asking you basically to provide 1 customer per year. The other things we ask you, and it comes back to promoting Silverlight as a technology. Remember, this is driven out of the product team. So it's about creating a Microsoft Silverlight-based landing page at your company's website. And on this landing page, using this powered by Microsoft Silverlight logo. And also to feature either a Silverlight-based video or a Silverlight-related case study on your website. So it's a really low barrier, low entry program to get in much closer contact with the product team. So it's for building mutual benefits. To learn more about this effort, you can go to microsoft.com/Silverlight, and on that site there is a link, it says either partner or community, and if you go there you can learn more. There's also an email alias, slpart@microsoft.com, you can reach out to. So let me move forward to Artists in Residency. Artists in Residency is a program run jointly by Developer and Platform Evangelism and the product team for tools, our developer tools. And the program is very deep. It's very short, it's very intense, and it's extremely successful. So what we do is we provide a very rigorous 10-day engagement where one developer and one designer travel to Redmond, to our corporate headquarters, and we put them up in a lab, a very high-tech, high-end lab. And we lock the door for about 10 days. Not true. But we work very closely together, day and night, for about 10 days. So what we do is we start out giving you some really in-depth training. We invite you to meet with our developer teams, the product teams. And as you might have heard, one of our core messages and strengths as a tools company is how we bring designers and developers together. So this requirement, one designer, one developer, it's a requirement for being part of this, being invited to this program. And bringing in the product team gives you a unique opportunity to really talk to the people who built the products. And the benefit to Microsoft is also that having your feedback, sitting there using the tools, and having the developers of the tools next to you means that you can tell us what doesn't work and what you're really happy with. So you can see the strong mutual benefit between you actually learning some cutting-edge technologies and us getting the feedback from you people who are cutting-edge in your industry. So some of the benefits are just listed here. Requirement, invitation only. And I come back to a little bit later what invitation only means. One designer, one developer. And the objective is to create a cutting-edge application in 10 days. I'll just talk a little bit more about that in a second. Now, artists in residency are featured here. They are out in the MIX sandbox area. I can't remember if it's on this floor or next floor, but it's over in the sandbox area. Go there, have a chat with them, learn what they can provide and how you can team up. And if you're unable to do that, there's some further information here. Barbara Lovelace, she was on the picture, and Nishant are two people you can communicate with for this program. So before I leave this, let me just talk very briefly of what these 10 days might look like. So the first 2 days is really a dump. We train you for 48 hours on Silverlight and the Expression family. Then each team sets up a project that is going to be run for 7 days with the ultimate goal of creating a cutting-edge application. And those 7 days are then spent basically day and night building something really cool with the intention that when you leave, not only have you learned how these technologies work, but you actually have something that you can showcase to your customers about what your abilities and capabilities are. This is obviously very high touch. It's very limited. We do 10 teams per month, so it's very popular. If you get the opportunity to get invited and participate, I think it's one of the best things we can offer in this space. The next thing I'd like to touch briefly on for 2 different reasons is Microsoft's hosting community. So this is a new program that we're actually going to roll out in April. It's an effort to provide much richer content and marketing benefits to hosters, to hosting resellers, or for those who are close to hosters. And many of you who develop web solutions, ultimately your solutions will be deployed with a hoster, even if you're not a hosting reseller or hoster yourself. So this is for you. This is actually an extension of the Microsoft Partner Program. So the broad program that Bill spoke about before, this is a plug-in into that program. And as I said, it launches in April. It'll contain monthly information, so sharing Microsoft strategy, sharing what's happening in the industry, and Microsoft's relationship to what's happening in the industry. We provide, again, relating back to the partner program, a catalog for you to put your offerings up. And I was in communication with a hosting company recently, and they said they received around 500 leads per month. Now, that blew me away, and it blew a lot of my colleagues away when we heard that, because that's really, really valuable. I wouldn't claim that everyone should expect that. I actually think it's unlikely, but they were extremely happy with their presence in the hosting catalog as it exists today. We'll also provide technical resources, helping hosters to deploy quicker, more seamlessly configuring the solutions on our platform, something that's been possible to do on other platforms for quite some time. Requirements. To get registered and get started is just a 15-minute sign-up in the MSPP program. Really nothing else required. To start taking advantage of some of these more investment-intensive resources, it does require you to become certified. I won't go into detail, since Bill didn't do that, of what it entails to become certified. It's not too hard, but it takes some effort and investment. To learn more, in April, mid-April, go to http://partner.microsoft.com. And Brad Jarocki is the contact developing this program, so he's also available for contact. As you know, with Visual Studio 2008, with Windows Server 2008, recent launch, we've also built a directory for you to find these hosters that are already up to speed. So to make it super easy and super fast for you to be able to provide these new benefits and features that the platform provides. So we're moving forward quickly here. The next one I'd like to talk about is the Visual Studio Industry Program. And again, this is a program sponsored by the product team, so the team behind Visual Studio. And again, you've seen this before, technical and marketing support for those partners, and I'm actually going to read this so I get it right, for companies developing and distributing an approved product that integrates with or extends Visual Studio or Visual Studio Team System. I don't think this would fit many of you as the partner developing this extension. Maybe it does, I don't know. But the thing this allows you to do is to take the very rich Visual Studio environment, which, if you think back to it, Microsoft truly has been, to a large extent, based around Windows and the developer platform. And the developer platform with Visual Studio at its core is something that developers just love. It is a very, very strong platform. And it allows partners to extend the platform for different specific features, different languages, different development models, and so on. So by being part of this program, we actually invite you to learn more about the intrinsics of the product, how to develop extensions, and then we also help you market and sell these extensions, because we want to make you successful, because it means driving the tools as well. To get started and actually build a complete set of features doesn't cost anything. As you go up and we start promoting you, there is some cost associated with it. You can read more about the program at msdn.com/vsip, VSIP, or you can send an email to vsipinfo@microsoft.com. So before I leave this, I'd just like to give you an example of one partner, and because we're talking the web, I thought this was appropriate. So JCX Software, they're a vSIP partner, and they've developed an extension for PHP. So it means if you develop PHP applications inside Visual Studio, you get the very rich help, context-sensitive help, and all the features you might enjoy and need. They have just launched, and they are still in development on the next version of their vs.php that is already out for Visual Studio 2008. All right, so those were the programs. I have a little bit more information for you. But really what we wanted to do was sort of say, here's several packages you can leverage, and try to tell them apart a little bit. I think what Bill presented is the core. What I've been presenting are some point projects that you might find to be very interesting and useful. In any case, you're welcome to contact Bill or me if you want further help to sort through these. Now, I did mention invitation only. And what does it mean? Well, it usually means engage with the local Microsoft people. So in your country or your district, there are Microsoft people engaged and targeted about being successful with you on the web. We call them, there are two main groups. We call them user experience evangelists, or UXEs, or we call them VAP evangelists, so value-added partner evangelists. Have slightly different focus, but they're all partner-focused and web-focused. And I'm going to leave this up for 4 seconds. Here are the contacts. 4, 3, 2, 1. No, actually, I'm going to leave it up longer. I had some colleagues saying, don't share their email addresses. They'll be inundated. Well, we really want to be open, and we want to make it really easy for you to engage. You have this list from Australia to US, West region, the point people. These are the UXEs, the user experience evangelists. There are more people, and I actually got some further names that I didn't have time to put up here. If you don't have time to catch that, if you caught Bill's or my email, we'll help you. All right. Do we have... we have plenty of time. Bill, do you want to come up for questions? It's really hard to see anything, but let's take questions.
So, more questions. The more questions, the merrier. It's a good
Bill,
opportunity to get some T-shirts as well. Actually, I've got a question, but I'll take some questions first. Sorry, yep. Is there a roaming?
Sorry. Would you mind using the microphone? We're recording this. Is that microphone on a lead, or can it be sent around? Oh, it's on a lead. Yeah, you have to walk up to it.
You mentioned training a few times. In that we, as partners, can get access to training. Is there any plan to have packaged training that we, as training partners, can deliver to our customers? That's something that's always asked for from our customers as soon as we evangelize leading-edge technology like Silverlight or expression tools or whatnot.
So you're a training organisation that wants to provide training to other designers and developers?
Correct. We're training as well as integrators.
Yep.
So we really have two sides to our business, but I personally am the head of the Microsoft technology practice, so my concern is both of those, that I want Microsoft technology training to be delivered to our customers as well as solutions. Okay,
so I'll be completely candid. I'm not exactly sure what the plans are around that, but typically the way that works is that when we build certain training that's identified as the Microsoft official curriculum, and that gets rolled out to organisations such as yourselves to provide. Now, what the plan is for building mock content around the web, I'm not sure of, but what we can do is if we have a chat after this, then maybe we can get together next week on the phone with a call from one of the people from Microsoft Learning and see what the plan is around that. Right. We'll get a roadmap into what's happening there.
Thank you.
I have a small comment to add.
Yep.
In terms of the Mercury program, which we've been driving for about a year now, it's really been focused on emerging technology, meaning non-released technologies. And the team building that content that we've used for that training, traditionally, they have left off when the product's been launched, and we've left it to other teams to build the training. They're now committed to actually taking this to the next level and making it available to training partners and other organizations. So the answer is yes, it's in the plan, and I think Bill can help get more information.
So just a comment to be constructive, I guess, rather than just asking for something from you guys. I think definitely my company, Improving, many other training organizations have people that are skilled in writing training curriculum. We often write our own custom curriculum. If you would engage us in just offering who is interested in writing this for us or who is interested in taking this to the market. You've already done the core train the trainer or train the resident expert kind of training. We can package that stuff and take it to the market and help Microsoft be far more successful than it has been in the past, because so often this leading edge stuff just doesn't make it to market until a year after release.
Thank you.
Thank you. So can I just ask a question too, just for my own benefit and sort of trying to get an understanding of the audience? Probably a question I should have asked earlier, but how many people in this room have 10 or more employees in their organisation? Okay, and under 20 employees? Okay, so mostly larger organisations. Okay. Question? Yeah. Oh yeah, yes, please do.
So is you talked about Action Pack and the Web Solution Toolkit?
Yep.
Are both of them, is Web Solution Toolkit a part of the Action Pack? Or
yeah, it is. Yep.
And how many licenses of Visual Studio do we get?
So it's only one license for the Web Solutions Toolkit.
So if I have 2 developers, then can we order 2 Action Packs, or we can?
No, but
You get one Visual Studio license and one Expression Suite license. So if you have one developer and one designer, it works fine.
So, but if you had 2 developers, you'd have to get one for free and then purchase the other.
And what are the requirements for getting that?
For getting Action Pack or getting the Web Solutions Toolkit?
For both.
Okay, so getting the Action Pack, the requirements are basically you sign up to the registered member program, so you become a Microsoft partner. That takes about 15 minutes. You profile your organisation, right? And then the Web Solutions Toolkit, you actually complete one of 3 different online assessments. So, and there's a course for each of those assessments, and then it takes about 20 minutes to do the assessment and probably an hour or so to do the course. But if you go to partner.microsoft.com/web, there's actually some links through to where you can see all that. So,
and the software included in the Action Pack, is it only for testing and development? Or
no, it's internal usage rights. So you can actually run your business on it. So if you've got guys that you want to have Office licenses or Windows licenses, etc., you can take that from the Action Pack.
It's actually meant for a smaller partner company to be able to run their business and demo and develop on.
Thank you.
Okay. Trying to get rid of T-shirts here. So.
Oh, yeah.
I think they're one size fits all. There you go.
More questions?
And obviously, if anyone wants to have a chat to Håkan and myself, sort of one-on-one after this session, please feel free. We'll be hanging around. So.
Hi.
Hi.
We are a web agency, and we made our way to become Gold Partner, which is quite hard as an agency. Are there any plans to bring your partner initiatives a little bit together, that it would have different competencies for Silverlight or counting design also for standard partnership?
So the plan is to actually integrate programs like Mercury into the Microsoft Partner Program, which actually means that there will be a competency around design and UX. So, sorry, not a competency, a specialisation. So that is coming. So what we're looking to do is, as we provide training through, the plan is as we provide training through Mercury, for example, to provide an on-ramp for whatever this competency looks like next year when we build it out, so that if you don't have to sort of re-jump through other hoops. So if you're part of Mercury, that will sort of qualify you for this. So answer is yes, it's coming. It's not here at the moment, but it is coming definitely. So the stopgap and my suggestion in the meantime would be to go up to that Mercury site, so mercury.visitvix.com, and see how you can engage with the UXC to have that conversation as to, are you right for Mercury at the moment?
Can I put you on the spot there, though? They're an agency. No? I can't.
Just
all right.
Of course you can.
They're an agency, and they're really working on becoming a gold certified partner.
Yep.
How can they best collect the points?
So the best way to do that at the moment is through what we call the Custom Development Solutions competency. I'm going to take a wild guess and say that's how you got in through the web development specialisation, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't help you very much because with one competency you would never get to the gold partner points.
Yep. So
So we made two different competencies just to become gold partner.
Okay.
Do you also do deployments?
So we're mainly doing websites, intranets, and e-business solutions.
And do you also take care of the deployments, or do you let others host it?
No, we don't do hosting,
Yeah.
just project.
So the program, as Bill has explained, it is not there today, it'll get there. And I can see the challenge you're facing.
Hello guys, I'm from Microsoft Poland.
We're running out of
So
the last t-shirt. Sorry. Yes.
we don't have such luxury like experience evangelist, or if we have one FTE for all web initiatives, it's good. We still struggle. It's good that this guy asked this question. If web agency is our partner or our clients, if we go with strategy that this is our partner, we would like to stop these tips and tricks how to do from web agency gold partner because they maybe do some infrastructure or such kind of solutions. So I will be pushing you guys now. When exactly you have plan to do web competencies, MSPP program will be include all these web things, not only hosting, and what kind of offer? I need one page, basically, special for brief activities. Because one-to-one engagements, as you know, we are good at it, but brief initiatives is really hard for us.
Okay.
And the last question, sorry.
Yes.
All these things that you today discuss in April, new announcement, will be any boundaries, geographic, for example, that it will be only Canada or US only, or for worldwide?
So everything I discuss is worldwide, right? Now there's, example, everything I did discuss today was worldwide. So a couple of different questions there. So an example would be like the support. That's rolling out internationally, so anyone can use it, unfortunately, in English on the 21st of April. But as we go to July, we're going to roll it out in another 13 languages. Around the competencies, I'm going to be completely open and honest around this. At the moment, the internal, what I've been told internally by the people that actually drive the MSPP competencies is that design UX agency competency will be ready around May 2009. And I know that's a long time away. However, feel free to beat the messenger, and I can I'll take all the feedback back. And that's why we've got Mercury at the moment as a stopgap, that we can actually enable that engagement and the PR and that one-to-one interaction as part of Mercury before that comes through.
I'd like to expand on that a little bit. So Mercury, as it's set up today, it is worldwide. We're covering 40 countries. It's still a fairly high-touch engagement. We look at about 500 companies engaged over the year. Now, you asked about breadth. And breadth, we're talking maybe tens of thousands, maybe even 100,000 companies. And there is a part of MSPP that we're looking at expanding faster. You might be familiar with Innovate On, which is an adoption engine for other platform technologies, from Windows Vista to Windows Server, Dynamics, SQL Server, and so on. We will add a component before the summer, I would say. My estimate is May, probably, that we call Innovate on the Web. Now, the other technologies are Microsoft platform technologies. The web isn't a Microsoft platform technology, but it's used as a platform, so it makes a lot of sense to include it in the Innovate on infrastructure. So if you go to innovateon.com, what you'll experience there in the near future is a place where we bring together web resources. So for breadth, that should work very well. All right? Should we take one more question? We got one more T-shirt. Yes.
Yeah, hi. My question about Silverlight program. Do you plan to introduce any development certification specific to Silverlight, or do we still have to go by MCSD essentially?
So the Silverlight program does not have a certification. It's a broad program to drive awareness and skills, really, and help those partners who are invest now. But there's not a certification involved. Did I answer your question?
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. All right, I think that's it.
Okay, again, we'll be hanging around. If you've
We'll
got
hang
any
around here,
questions
so
or
thank
you
you very
wanna
much
talk to us.
for joining us.
Thank you.